as for him, when he comes here, it's always the back and forth. There's always the back and forth. But I've got my own man, Eddie, in the building. Eddie, what's up? How are you? But I've told you my birthday is coming, right? Yes, my birthday is 25th February, so it's just a month away. So get ready. Yeah. After Val's Day, 10 days after Val's Day.
I'm sure there are people who sort you out.
People like who?
Oh, we know them.
We don't know.
We can't say it on air.
But we're not doing this alone. I've got another guest, and I'm going to allow him to introduce himself to you.
Yaa Bitha, I don't know me.
But I didn't say anything. I said I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself.
How did you introduce Eddie? By asking me to introduce myself.
You see, Eddie and we have. That's why.
Hey, you this girl. Hi guys, my name is Nene Odomple, the lead blogger for the 1957 years. 1957
lead blogger. They just say anything I do here, no, it'll carry me away. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We're not even going to waste time. We're going to just move straight into the stories. But before I do that, my producer was telling me that we have received certain messages, okay? So I want to read a couple. Keep sending your messages. I'm going to read a couple of them. So someone says, "Hi. Please, can I have Yaa Bitha's contact?" Hey! I can give you my contact, but my producer will not agree. Otherwise, I would have given you I would have given it to you, sharp crack.
Don't give you the contact.
But, yeah, keep sending in your messages. Now, Eddie, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
You're good?
Oh, it depends on what you want to find out. That's what you're asking.
Yes.
Like, it depends on...
because we're about to talk about somebody, he was one of the most talked about artists last year. Camido. I mean, last year seemed like a good year for Camido with the release of Sugarcane Remix. He had Kaba, and I feel like even though he had released Kaba, there was still and Slow Down. There was still like Sugarcane making the waves. Either way, Camido has shared the official track list for his EP, and Lifetime is not enough. I think there's even an acronym for it. I don't know if it's I don't know how to mention it. Altine or Atline but it is due on January 19th. This is actually tomorrow. The EP is the second EP after his first contingency plan. I don't want to start with Eddie, so I'm going to start with you. What do you make of the track list and the features? Yes.
Well, I think
have you seen?
I've seen it. I can see it's making waves on social media. It kudos to anybody sharing this for Camido. Camido is one of the few guys who've been through the hustle. Yeah. From selling at night, selling.
He shared that story.
Yeah. So like selling on the streets to becoming a world-class star. I mean, he's come a long way, and I'm sure people like Camido didn't come here by themselves. Yes. They came here by the support of Ghanaians and the media, people in the diaspora, people who felt like young people should be put on, people like George Brayton and other people who supported his craft. And so I think the biggest song in Ghana last year, if you should ask me, was the Sugarcane remix. Yes. The remix was for me because, I mean, I like every part of it. The remix was everywhere. And it wasn't just... You see, usually we will say, oh, it's just on TikTok. This wasn't just on TikTok. It was everywhere. Everywhere. So when they were shooting the video, I was there shooting behind the scenes. And even though this is a song I've heard a couple of times, anytime they played the song, I sang along. So you can imagine like the vibe that came with the song. And I felt a bit sad when Kaba came, or the next song came. Kaba is my favorite song. Good, but people didn't support Kaba. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. But I really hope that this EP, he gets the support. I hope he does. And you see, sometimes money goes into this thing. Yes. I don't know if they are getting the resources that will push them, that will help them push the EP. But I just wish them well. I hope to see Camido do bigger things this year than he did last year. Eddie, I'm coming to you. What do you make of his EP? I think that Camido, just like Nana said, Camido has gained the support of Ghanaians, and particularly in the media space. And I want to kudos George Brayton and the whole team at GBA. Like, I mean, from where he started from, where we saw Camido coming, and all of a sudden he had these songs, and some of the songs became a hit. I also like Kaba very, like, a lot. Just like I was saying, I also struggled to find out why that song couldn't do so well. And also, I mean, it brings me to a point I want to make that sometimes the songs that we feel should do well, don't do well. They don't do well. That's the thing. And the ones, because I mean, like, Strength of a Woman, My Stone Boy and Sarkodie, I don't know, understand why that song is both inspirational, spiritual, and everything. That song didn't do so. I mean, I even heard there was a video they shot for it. So I think that
it brings us back to the point that sometimes the songs that we expect to do or don't do well, and the songs that end up doing well are songs that, yes, eventually, because people maybe jump into something, and then it just, I think that now there's no formula for a song doing well. I think that it's just by some grace that just allows certain songs. I mean, some artists are intentional about certain songs, but I feel that there's no formula now. So I think that Camido's improvement or his growth has been tremendous.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned, because I was about to ask you, what do you make of his progress in the music scene? I mean, we've heard Camido with Maria, we've heard Camido with so many songs.
Maria was serious.
Yeah.
Hey, Maria.
I think that, just like he said again, he got the support he needed. Last time I remember I saw a video he did. He's recorded new songs with, even with Stonebwoy and with other artists that we're just waiting for it to come out. We can't wait for it to come out. But just that, like we are saying, even we in the media space, we continue to support him and give him our very best. We just hope that he will also continue to put in the work, and he'll get the support that he needs, and he'll be on the shows and people will buy the music, because that's the only way we can support artists. If we buy the music and they're on the shows, that's the only way they can make the money back. And it'll be good. So let's just see how it will go.
Nana, what is the one thing that you think? Okay, wait. Before that, can you foretell Camido's longevity in this music industry, this music scene, this music career?
He came to stay.
He came to stay.
He came to stay. You see, sometimes it's not only about the musician; it's about the people around you. Well, you mentioned George Brayton.
Yeah.
There's a guy who's been here not today. He's been here for a long time, and he can pull all the plugs. So last month, December somewhere, around 12 a.m., he texted me, "Hi, Nene, how are you? Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Camido has done this here. Is it possible for you to post it on your blog?" And apparently, he did that to close to about 50 different bloggers in Ghana. So before I woke up that morning, I posted a video, other people posted it, and it began going viral. So sometimes the people around you help you to push the crafts. It shouldn't always be about the music being good. Of course, people produce good music, and you see sometimes some of the music you hear from the upcoming artists are very good songs, but which people do they have to push their song for them? It's about the team. So I feel Camido came to stay. If only George and the team around him continues to push like they are doing, and if only they keep getting the resources, because, I mean, some of us may do it for free, but we can't do it for free forever. Some other people wouldn't do it for free at all. MX24 will play today, but in the coming future, they can't run the station without some resources. So I just hope that the resources keep coming to them, and they shouldn't eat alone when they get there. They should remember the people that help them to get up there.
What do you think Camido is doing right now? Like, what do you think he's doing? What is that one thing you think he's doing right that is enabling his sustainability in the music industry? And, well, if you're talking about what he's doing right, of course, we're going to ask what you think he's doing wrong. So what is that one thing you think he's doing right, and what is that one thing you think he's doing wrong and should improve upon it?
I think Camido, I think he's doing a lot of things right, but I'll just not attribute it to Camido. I think it's his teamwork.
Yeah.
So when you have a PR machinery in your team, you're able to go places, because the PR machinery is able to regulate the things you say, the things you do, where the actions, inactions, the interviews you have to attend. You have to pick and choose. Listen, I'm a media person. I would like to interview Camido. But if I want to interview Camido at a particular point in time and it's not good for him, the team has to know, no, we can't do this interview at this time.
Yes.
So I think like the team is really doing well for him. On the flip side, however, I had a certain interview from Camido where he said Ghanaians are not really doing it for him. That one, Camido didn't come well at all. He good.
Well, I mean, there were a lot of people that were angry with that statement. Yeah. Like, we're streaming your song, we're like every video we are using.
Your video is the most viewed video on YouTube. I stand to be corrected.
I think
yes, one of
last year.
The remix.
No,
yes.
You still tell us you're not doing good. Hello.
I'm not the one that said it. It was Nene that said it.
Camido's my guy.
I'm not the one that said it. But yes, Eddie, what do you think Camido is doing right, and what is the other thing you would say he's doing wrong?
I think that I looking at it from the perspective of what he's not doing wrong or what he's doing wrong. I don't think, because I believe in times and seasons. I believe in timing, because I mean, like for an artist, there should be a goal and there should be a plan. So just like he has a very solid team doing, like, backing him and supporting him, I think that we need to trust the team to look at what is trending and what is happening around the world and even the country, and project what they want to do to help him. I think that maybe we need to see more collaborations this year and the years beyond. We need to see him try and do much more than he's doing now. I think that is it for an artist, every time you're releasing a song, we want more. So we want to see him doing not just more music, but playing more shows, doing much more.
I want to ask something. You see the way Sugarcane was everywhere, and then we're even comparing it to Kaba. Do you think it is just us, the listeners, or probably he, as the artist, and his team should be able to do something? Because I don't know what they did to make Sugarcane blow. So can't they do the same thing to make Kaba or any other song that is coming after?
I think that's why I said something. I said that sometimes it's for a song to blow. Yes, we can get maybe all the systems in place. Get maybe your DWP or your dancers to do the dance.
Yeah.
Fine. We can get maybe people using it as for their TikTok challenges and all. Yes, it can blow, but it's about how long that can sustain the artist. So, for instance, the Sugarcane remix, the first song itself was good.
Yes.
It blew. The second song was even better because of the factors that are in play.
Yes.
And these factors include the people that he had featured on.
Yes.
And he whet our appetites by how he was able to drain us to want to listen to the remix. So if you saw the video for the announcing the remix, you saw how he was there, he got a video, he was in a room, he got a song, I think something on his phone. And yes, so that was, I think it was strategic.
It made us, we were all curious.
Yes. And look at where he shot I think he shot a video in Nigeria, right? The second, the remix.
Someone shot in Ghana. So one was shot, part of the songs were shot in Ghana.
Okay, but other parts were shot in Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
So it was done by Rex. So that, look at it was strategically done in a certain way that even Nigerians, if you look at the starter here, I heard even Nigerians were jamming to the song even before Ghanaians started jamming to the song.
Yeah.
And it taught me that if the Nigerians were able to hold on to the song and start streaming, it will do well. So I think that it's just about strategically doing the things rightly and keep on doing what you need to do. And with time, you move on. Because you see, like I'm saying, we have artists in Ghana here this year that have that, or last year that songs, that songs didn't blow. But the songs are doing well outside of Ghana.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that the songs are bad. It clearly means that maybe Ghanaians have our taste may have changed. And maybe what we want is different. I keep on saying songs like Therapy and Gidigba, Stoneboy songs, are songs that may not necessarily be doing well in Ghana here. But outside are doing well.
Based on what you have just said, I want to ask Nene a question. Nene, would you say that as a Ghanaian musician, you would, assuming you are a Ghanaian musician, would you try to penetrate the Nigerian? Because it looks like most of our artists are now trying to penetrate the Nigerian audience, because it feels like they will make your song popular. Because we have heard of stories where a Ghanaian artist will drop a song and then it will be topping charts in Nigeria, and hasn't even started topping charts in Ghana here. If you were an artist, would you try to penetrate that kind of audience?
I think it shouldn't be about trying to penetrate the Nigerian market. It's about pushing the song everywhere. Yeah. Because, you know, the Nigerians, they have the numbers. Yeah. And so few people streaming the song gets the song up there. And you see, there is an account that you've forgotten, but you see, when you are with somebody, you don't really respect the person. When other people start respecting. So when other people feel like, Kamido is doing well in Nigeria, they want him to come for shows. And he's in Ghana, you don't want to patronize him.
Yeah,
you will. So I think you should just try to push the song everywhere. This is a digital age where you don't need to maybe travel to Nigeria to push the song. It's about getting publicists in Nigeria. Yeah. Like I know Burna Boy who has publicists in every part of the world. That if he drops a song today, everybody's pushing it. And you see this, I come back to the resources. You need the resources to do these things. We can't do it for you for free forever. Because we need to eat, we need to pay bills. You understand? Yeah, I mean, so just try to penetrate everywhere.
I think the whole point of music, aside it's to pay bills. It's money. Like making music now. I mean, aside the fact that there's talent and people want to show their talent, I think it's about paying bills, paying money for things. So why would you do music if, I mean, yes, you can have the voice, but the whole point, the whole central goal is to make money out of it.
That's a full career.
Yeah.
The central goal is to make money. So whilst you're making your music, please try to make it good so that the rest of us will stream it for you. But once we've been able to exhaust that topic, we're going to move on to a new topic. But before we do that, we're going for a short spin. When we come back, we'll talk more.
Visit www.mx24online.com for news, Exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, up-to-the-minute sports updates, and the latest broken pen stories now. Experience more of MX24 Online. Visit mx24online.com today. MX24. Fun, fearless, and factual.
Living Faith Ministries International Church welcomes you to Higher Life broadcast from Monday to Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. and on Sundays from 4 to 4:30 p.m. with the head pastor, Bishop Dominic Newlove Alote.
The kingdom of God is superior with superior laws and regulations and principles.
Bishop Dominic is a dynamic teacher and preacher with an extraordinary depth of knowledge and understanding of God's word. His vision is to empower each and every believer to live a victorious life through Jesus Christ and to actualize their potential as well as tap into their God-given talent for the purpose of edifying their own lives and glorifying God's kingdom. Get ready to be blessed and inspired with the undiluted word of God on this channel every Monday to Friday, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. and on Sundays from 4 to 4:30 p.m.
Now, beyond the festivities of this season, Christmas is also a time to give back, change, and touch lives. We at MX24 are inviting you to join us in raising funds for the surgery of 6-year-old Rashida Yakubu, who is suffering from clubfoot defect. Our target is to raise 35,000 Ghana cedis that will be used for the corrective surgery. It's our utmost desire to raise the funds for the surgery for this month of December. Whatever you have, however little, would be very much appreciated. Please send all your donations to Momo number 0546 660 115, 0546 660 115 to Blackwater Publications, or you can also send to ABSA bank account number 108211 MX24 Media Limited High Street Branch. Now, the reference for all your transactions should be Rashida Yakubu in all your donations. Together, let's help change Rashida's life for the better. Thank you, and God bless you so much for your donations.
Well, you're welcome back from that short commercial break. It's still MX Live on MX24 TV. Keep sending your messages to our WhatsApp number on your screens or on all our social media platforms, with the hashtag MX Live. But like I said, on Monday, we have our MX Live playlist where we had, in no particular order, we had Kwame Eugene, Group Chat and Empire with I Feel Nice, Lasmid with Running, Kidi and Tulsi Kumar with Shut Up, Black Sheriff Konongo Zongo, Familiar Pressure, Heman Sweet Kumbaya, Skyface, Obahima featuring O Kenneth, Reggie, B-Strap, KOTM, Lyrical Joe and Mr. Drew with Superman, Kiss Daniel Rich Till I Die, and Ruga with Asi Wa Juice. So do check out all those songs. We're giving you the best of the best. But we're moving on. I see your messages. We're going to read them. Don't worry. We're moving on to our second story. And this has, well, I think he was trending last week, actually. People were talking about him on social media, Bisake Day. We were trying to compare Bisake Day with Amrado and the rest of the...
How?
Shay, go see Twitter. It'll be small fight too. They were trying to compare the two. And actually, people were putting out polls where people were choosing Amrado over Bisake Day. And then people are like, Bisake Day is like a legend. Why are you... I mean, no shades to Amrado, but like the comparison is not comparison. But Bisake Day has advised his fellow musicians to be careful of what music deals they accept and sign to. Otherwise, they'll end up selling their souls to the devil. So basically, that's what he's saying, because he's of the view that if you are not very careful about the kind of record labels you get signed on, you're basically selling your entire catalog to them, and the proceeds you might make at the end of the day will not equate your efforts. Eddie, This is what our legend is saying. What do you make of it?
I think that people make statements based on experience or based on a perception or a preconceived ideology or something that may have happened to them. I think that he spoke or he said this based on the fact that because if it hasn't happened to you before, something like in that regard has not happened to you before, you may not necessarily speak on it. If I have not been signed on to a record label where I've given them my catalog and I've paid them a amount of money and they didn't do any work, I won't be able to speak negatively or say otherwise.
Experience is the best teacher.
Yes, or say otherwise. So I think that his opinion or his viewpoints, even though he said his opinion, is a bit here and there because in its entirety, what it means is that people, because there are people who receipts have showed that they signed on to record labels and they've done extensively well. The receipts also show that people were signed on to even distribution labels and they didn't do so well like they were supposed to. I think that it's about every individual or every artist. I think that what they need to do or what every artist needs to do is to scrutinize whatever offer that you are given as an artist. I mean, look at the pros and cons. Look at 5 years from now. If you are still signed on to this deal or this project, how beneficial is it going to be? What are you going to gain from it? Would you be able to say that after 5 years you'll be able to achieve something or not? I think that's what artists need to do. And I think that one also thing that every artist we need to do is that we need to have more clinics to be able to groom and train and teach our artists what is important to do. I mean, last year we spoke about the fact that we need more entertainment lawyers who can be able to teach our artists what is right and what is wrong according to the law, because there's media law that exists. So how then are artists supposed to do the right thing if they don't even have knowledge about the laws in the media space? I think that's what we need to look at for artists. And bloggers like 1970 and Co. and all the other bloggers need to probably even start educating these artists on the media laws we have in this country, so that even up and coming artists can pick a clue or a cue from this, so that it helps in what offers on which job, which offers to pick and not. I think that when we do that in its entirety, it will help us make better choices.
Nene, indie artist versus label artist. To you, which is better?
I think in a general sense, signing onto signing agreements, you need to pay a critical look at the future and what it holds for you. Because you may be getting maybe a $10,000 or a $10 million from something today, thinking it's the best for you, but in the near future you may end up coming to realize that you've been cheated.
A classic case would be Black Sheriff. You remember Black Sheriff had the very first issue with his mother and blah blah blah. Would you think it's better staying as an independent artist, or I mean, based on what you're saying, you know, sometimes you can sign to a label, we are getting these millions of CDs, but then at the end of the day, because Bisake there said that it's better to eat regularly than to eat all at once. Do you get? So do you think it would be better staying as an independent artist? I mean, we do have independent artists that are making waves in their own way, but do you think it would be better for people to stay independent or sign onto a label?
You may want to stay independent and stay indoors forever. Because you are independent and you need resources to pull yourself around.
I mean, these record labels.
I was having a conversation with Abegu Santana some time back, and he said we see Jackie and some of the young people on some of the big stages not because they are fit to be there, but it's because of some labels they are on or some distribution that's pushing them. So a lot of things happen behind the scenes. You need somebody to put you there. You need that plug to plug you, and that plugging you is going to take a percentage, whether I like it or yes.
Yeah.
So sometimes the musician, even though you see him or her out there playing all the big shows, has just a little percentage or some little money. But you see, you look at yourself having that little percentage and then getting your name out there, building a brand for yourself, probably for the future.
Yeah.
And then getting some huge stuff of money and getting it once a while. Which one will you choose? You go in for getting your name out there and getting a little money. When you accumulate it, it becomes bigger. Yeah, so sometimes a lot goes into these things. And so when you want to sign onto a label, when you want to sign any agreement, that's even beyond music. whether anything you are doing, anything you are doing, you want to pay critical attention. You know, you want to speak to somebody who's been there before to advise
So like
you.
Eddie said, getting entertainment lawyers. If a person is going to, say you're getting signed onto a label, you'd want to get a lawyer who is well versed in the entertainment industry.
Lawyers
so
are very important. You need to pay attention to every clause because sometimes they would twist it in a way that you wouldn't understand. But when you get to the law court, where the beam, what's someone you're but in your sense, you think you did the right thing.
You did the right thing.
So we should pay attention. You see, younger people coming up, we want to blow very fast. We want to drive all the big cars. We want to get a car at 24 so that it will be like me.
Yesterday we went to shoot something at University of Ghana, yeah? And then we had this fresher. And we were there to report on something that is happening on your campus. So you people don't have accommodation. And then I get this boy, and my producer is trying to talk to him and then he tells me that, oh, bro, see, I was so pissed. It's like he wants the hype. Like something is going on. You can talk about your accommodation. Because you're talking about hype. Why are we like this?
You see, you should forgive me. He said fresher, right?
Yes.
Did he come with a teddy bear?
I think so.
Yeah, you should forgive him. Sometimes it's just, I mean, it's part of the work.
Yeah.
I mean, those are some of the things we go
through. And
through.
we've got the quote of Besakede. We have a screenshot of it. We're going to put it on the screen so that we're able to read it. He says, I'm not going to lie to you. I've had offers, but I turned them down because I don't want to give my catalog away. He revealed, but without stating the amount involved. It's very important as a musician that you keep that. That's why I said it's best to be an independent artist. Based on what he has said, who do you think? Okay, there's a second one. Because you sell your whole catalog, and at the end of the day, you're making nothing out of it, and the record label is taking all the money. Now, based on what
labels don't take all the money.
They don't take it on that. They make us understand it.
Definitely, they have it.
But you see, the argument, his argument is, I am not on anybody's side, but his argument is, they will give you some money, but it might be relatively lower than
That's why you see, whenever you sign an agreement, you negotiate. There's a negotiation stage.
Now becomes the problem.
So that's why I'm saying that this is begging the question of, so when you're going to the contracts, did you not understand what you are going to do?
I don't think a lot of them do.
Yes,
why won't you understand and sound to something?
Exactly.
The excitement of joining a record label,
because you see,
they sign.
and it's like we're saying, like I'm saying that we've seen artists in this country, like the likes of Jackie and co. Jackie doesn't have more than 15 songs, right?
No.
But Jackie has been on every big stage from last year even to this year. It clearly shows you that Sony Africa or Sony Music is doing the best for her. They are plugging her, they are mentioning her names everywhere. She has a management in Ghana, Flip the Music. They are handling her here. But what it means is that her distribution platform or her distribution channel, which is Sony Music, are plugging her to the right platform. So what it means is that she might not even be doing the best of music, but she's going out there, which is actually in this sense giving her money into her pocket. So like I'm saying, Bisakede is a very fine artist.
Yes.
Maybe we need to look for a record label, a distribution label for him to help him to be able to push his music out there, because Bisakede on a good record label that is out of this country can sell good music because he's able to sing even in English. And
now he's saying that there have been offers from certain
record labels. So then it means that he probably may not have yes, so that's what I'm saying. So it's a problem of his problem. He admitted that it is his opinion. What I'm saying is that it clearly means that maybe the people who own the record labels or the distributors do not see him ready enough to want to bring him onto their record labels to give him the best offers. Because there's Empire who have Kiddy, Kwame Jean and Black Sharif on there. There's Sony Music who have Jackie and Kim Promise. I mean, Sony Music, they are different, but Sony Music African who have Kiddy and Kim Promise and Jackie. There's Universal or Def Jam who have Stonebwoy. Sarkodie also one time said that he's had issues with record labels and all in the past. But I can bet you that Sarkodie may have publicists or guys in various countries who are handling his publicity and his distribution. That's why Sarkodie can still leave Ghana and go to UK or US to go and play a show, and it will still sell because he has people. He may not necessarily have a record label, big record label, but he has people who have been planted in these places who are doing these jobs. Okay. So if he wants to go out there and become a worldwide artist, he needs to find these people there. It's as simple as that.
The time Bisa was at its peak, those times have changed.
Yeah.
I think the time his Mansa and then brother
Yes.
was big,
brother.
it wasn't really digital.
Yeah.
We're doing radio, we're doing TV, we're downloading from ZachNation.com.
Yes.
It wasn't making him anything.
Ghana,
you understand?
Yeah.
So he should just try. Maybe he's not getting the best of us. Maybe somebody want to give him 60-40, he's not okay. Someone give him 70, he's not okay. He wants to get him 90-10. That's not going to work because the person has to make money.
Yes.
You understand?
I mean, because I understand that most of the work is on the part of the record label.
Of course, yours is to record a song.
Let's just record a song.
Okay, now let's put Bisaki there aside. Do you think that these upcoming artists, the reason why they are not able to scrutinize their contracts very well is because, the idea that you're going to get the money quickly is there, and so he looks through the contract, oh, I'm okay, and then he signs it.
Well, you see, like we were talking earlier, somebody wants to get a car at 24. So if a record label is coming along with a car in a house, that's very fast. It feels like make a catch him and say, "Mom, in your car." That's what he's thinking about today. But you see, we should look beyond today. We should look into the future. Because who knew Black Sheriff would be big today like this? Nobody knew. And you see, in the next year or two, someone else will be big.
Yes.
Every time there is somebody springing up, it's a matter of time. Obiani time, beba.
Wow.
So you have to take your time, scrutinize it very well. If you need to big up somebody who is in a space to help you advise, if you need a lawyer, you can reach out. You see, sometimes these lawyers are just here to help you. They even don't want to take money.
Do we have season?
Oh, definitely. I stand to be correct, but I think they are lawyers. They are competent lawyers.
But we are not seeing them.
Maybe you are not patronizing them.
Okay. Yeah.
And you are not publicizing them. Or they are not ready to put their faces out there that this is what they do. Or maybe the space is not paying, so they don't want to venture really into their space. But I'm very sure there are competent lawyers who can handle issues like this. Because if there is an issue between a musician and then maybe a record label, it will definitely go to court and then definitely have a lawyer. So there are lawyers who
reminds me of the Dinah Samoa case.
How did it end?
Nobody knows how it ended. But I mean, she's created a new YouTube and a new Facebook account. Right. So, well, if you are an upcoming artist and then you get signed onto a record label, please check the contracts very well. You said you heard what Nene said. Okay, so we have a tweet from Shatawale. He said, "It's better we stop arguing with Nigerian fans, promoters, etc., and ask for help. Myself, I need record label. Ghana music is a disgrace. Make nobody lie you. Shouts to Niger. Ghana people too, they like talk with no action. Yes, I have said it." I think I saw this tweet earlier today. Shatawale is telling us that we should learn from the Nigerians. We are talk, no action.
I think that in Ghana, the main record label, the biggest record label that we can use as an example that has worked over the period will probably be Lynx Entertainment.
Yes,
15 years.
I mean, they have a history of artists
I think that they are the only landmark, or they are the only trademark now we can use as basis. And even with that, they've gone through their own struggles and gone through their own issues. I mean, even now, they are operating as a private entity. I mean, aside the fact that they have artists, you can go and see them as a private entity and run. I think that what we need to do is that it's not even about the number of record labels we have in this country. It's about we understanding that we can still coexist in this industry and probably be an independent artist and still have publicists or people working outside the country for you, and you will still do well. Do you get it? I think that we shouldn't limit it to just the fact that because you are not signed to a record label, you can't make good music or you can't blow. You get it? I think that, yes, they can help. But you see, the moment you start putting the effort to do well or to do your path, people will still recognize you and will help you push. So I think that if you are an upcoming artist listening, just look at the option where just do your maximum best, read contracts, get a very good team. Because I think that the teams are also very important.
Instrumental,
The teams are what make you and they help you to be able to navigate what is happening in this industry. So get a very good team, loyalists, people who are loyal to you. And I think that
you'll be good to go. Yes.
Shatan, that is only of doing his own thing. He's about to get music out there.
Yeah.
He's beefing Kuli Sheldon over nothing.
Yes.
He's in Kumasi.
Yeah, we even talked about it on Monday.
Shagzy. Right now,
I saw videos of him.
We should just allow Shatta to do his thing.
We should just allow. Yeah. But we've got a couple of WhatsApp messages. Okay, so someone says, "Hi, where is Jason LA? Oh, Jason, you guys, you see me. It's a surprise. You come one of these days. But for the meantime, I'm sitting in for him. Now we have another one that says, "Hi, MX24. I'm Nanama. Please play me Anajo by J Bad. Please tell DMC I love him." Ish. Hi, MX24 TV. I'm Stanley watching you live from Kintampo. Today, I know the show will be lit. Come back and tell us, are you feeling it? Are you feeling the conversation? We've got another one that said, "Hello, I'm Bismarck texting from Amasama. This week is going on well for me." Oh, thank God for you. Oh. And then we have another one that says, "Hi." Well, hi to you. And another person that says, "Hello, MX24. I love your program. I never get to miss it. Today happens to be my birthday." Oh, happy birthday. Can you please play me Jackie for my baby? We're definitely going to play it for you. We're moving on. So our next topic is one thing that has become, well, it's a very dicey topic. Security concerns, security issues or security concerns at concerts. Every time, at every concert, we hear that people are either fainting, there is a stampede, somebody has died, there's fire, there's something. And it's not just in Africa. We've had issues about Travis Scott's concerts where people died. And today, this is an investigation carried out by the police has revealed that security guards at Brixton Academy, the venue for Ashake's concert, where 2 people died in a stampede, allegedly took bribes to let people without tickets into the concert. According to a security guard who worked on the night of the concert, the act has been ongoing since 2009, and management of the security firm are aware of the illegal deals. Nene, I'm starting with you. Do you agree this is something that will forever be an issue at our concerts?
There is always a way out. If we want to tackle it, we tackle it.
How would you tackle it? Because it's a very huge issue.
It's a huge issue.
You know, Afro Nation, there were people were talking about it, saying that they allowed people in without tickets, and that was what caused the entire. They even had to end the events.
All the events are happening in Ghana. I stand to be corrected, but I don't know about Afrochella if there were security issues.
That I didn't hear of any.
So they did well.
Yes.
No, the security issues are everywhere.
You see,
actually, let's be very. And you see, security issues are in the sense that sometimes we are not bringing some of them because of how they classified they are. But there were security issues. Like in every event that happened this year, there were a little security.
The saddest one was the one at Sheikh concert. I don't know if you guys saw
when Sheikh came, I didn't hear about
So it got to a point where the security men lost their temper.
Okay, they were lashing people. Yeah.
Wow.
I saw videos. I saw those videos.
Security is an issue.
See, when you want to put together a show, you should beef up the security.
Yeah.
Because if the security is not there, when you come there, we are coming to enjoy you. We are coming to have fun. So sometimes some people come there very hyper, they may be drunk, etc.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there is a law to prevent people who are drunk from coming into the premise.
I don't think so.
Because the shows in itself are serving drinks.
You understand?
There are vendor stalls.
They're serving drinks.
It's an issue that needs to be. I don't know where to start from. I don't even have the thoughts on how to discuss it. I mean, it should be something the security agencies in Ghana should sit down with the people, the event organizers to discuss and know how to go about it. Because when I leave my home to come for an event and my parents or my loved ones are not even sure if I'll come back, that's a big issue.
Yeah.
Because people went for Afro Nation and somebody died.
Yes.
Yeah. Somebody went for a case event, someone died.
Yeah.
Someone went to when the Shades concert, she was large, she got hurt. And so these things keep going on. How and this is sometimes after the event we just write a press release and that's all. We don't even know whether there was an investigation, has somebody been penalized, has anything happened to anybody. We don't know. We have no idea of anything that happens after those things. And so I think it's something we need to discuss. Security is a big issue worldwide, and not even at the concerts alone, even in our daily lives and our going out and our coming in. And so it is something the governments, the security agencies, the people who organize the show should really pay a critical attention to.
Eddie,
I think
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm listening to you.
No, I want you to take your take first before I ask you the second question.
Two things we need to look at here. Firstly, sometimes I blame event organizers in terms of why there are security issues at our events, because if you know that your capacity for the venue is 1,000 people, why do you print tickets for 1,500, 2,000 people? That's first.
That's the first question.
Yeah, but sometimes, I'm not cutting you. sometimes it's not even organizers who print the tickets too. They have ticketing.
Yeah, I mean, yes. So like just like the Afrochella issue,
they sell their own side.
Yes, I mean the Afrochella issue. But you see, that's what I'm saying. I think that, so the bane of contention here is about the event organizers, the security companies involved, and the promoters or people who are involved in it. So one, you know your event is taking, your event grounds can take 1,000 people. Ideally, you should print tickets for 800 people, not 1,000.
Yeah.
Not 1,001. So what it means is that if you are printing tickets for 800 people, you should involve the security people and the technical crew are going to work, the staff, because they are also going to come in free. So they are going to be part of the 800 to make your 1,000.
You know, the team from Afrochella also said that the agency that were actually in charge of printing their tickets also printed the same tickets, and they were
I'm not sure it's only Afrochella. I think other events, it happens at Afro Nation, because prior to Afro Nation and 2 hours or a day before Afro Nation, they said they've sold out their tickets. Yeah. But there were tickets that were still being sold. Yeah. People were selling the tickets for 1,500.
Even on Snapchat, you see people post it.
Yeah, so those are people who got tickets, even though the supposed people who had the tickets said their tickets are sold out. People had the tickets. So that's how you have people having like the numbers being more than what you should expect to be there.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, that we need to look at that option where if the event grounds is taking 1,000 people, let's print tickets for 800 people. And let's say that 200 people who are left are going to be people who are staff members and in-house people that you can. Let's also have a strategic plan with our security companies. But I know now I think there are 2 or 3 security companies that are working actively who are into events. I think I mean, I cannot mention their names here on air, but let's have a training for them. Some of them are private security and all that. But let's have a system in place where you do not, when the event is taking 1,000 people and we close the gate at 10. Nobody should be allowed to enter, whether you have tickets or not. You get it? Yeah. Let's have the rules and the laws work. That okay, they say the event starts at 5 p.m. At 5 p.m. gates open. At 10 p.m. gates close. If after 10 p.m. you are not in and you have a ticket, you are not going to be allowed inside. If you start doing this, it will even allow people to go for events early. It won't cause people to have a stampede. Just like Afro Nation, I was there when that thing happened, because they said the gates will close at 10. At 10, people were still entering. Yeah. I said you close the gate at 10. You didn't close the gate at 10. So what it meant is that people who were inside were already much more than people who were outside. And Afro Nation says that, no, per our number of tickets that we printed and even tickets that we were giving out, people who were in the space were much more, people who were outside were much more people who were than inside. Yeah. So where people coming from? So that's why I'm saying that we need to make sure that our laws are structured in a way that we are, okay, the gates will open at 5. At 5, gates open. At 10 or at 9, the gates will close. If you have tickets and you don't even come at 9, security, don't allow anybody enter. And we ensure that, so involve the military. The military people who will not, they will be straightforward.
Yeah, no is no.
No is no. Yeah. I think that when we do this, we can solve this issue once and for all, because the security issues are becoming so much in this country. Like, it's becoming unbecoming. So let's just have laws and structures put in place. And I think it can help mitigate them. Maybe not solve it completely, but it can help mitigate the issues we have.
All right, guys. So I'm taking your last remarks. Do you think we should do more of the e-ticketing than like the traditional?
Yeah, I think the e-ticketing is good because everything is going digital. I know it will have its own pros and cons, but I think I'll prefer the e-ticketing. You know why? Because the ticket is sent to your email. Nobody has access to your email. If you let somebody have access to it, then it's your own problem.
See, I think it doesn't solve any problem. You know why?
Why?
If I give me an e-ticket, I can still send it to somebody to access the e-ticket.
But there are barcodes on it.
No. By sending it to an email, the barcode doesn't change. The barcode only changes when it is scanned. And also, if you do an e-ticket, when you come for the event, you'll still be given a wristband to be able to have access to go out in and out. So I think that e-ticketing doesn't necessarily even solve any problem. It's just another way of limiting you having to go and buy. But the unfortunate thing is that when
and the resources too, because you need to print it out.
No, but you see, printing in large quantities is actually being cheaper. So it doesn't solve anything.
I mean, you see, security at our concerts is a huge issue, and we'll just have to find a way, one way or the other, try to solve the issue. You know, to the people that lost their lives at the Ashake concert, we really hope that their spirits rest in peace. To anybody that got hurt during December, we're sorry. We're going to do better. Our organizers are going to do better. But that is it for MX
I wish
Live.
somebody happy birthday.
Oh.
She'll kill me.
Okay, which
So my friend of mine is called Tina Ifia. She's celebrating her birthday today. Hi Tina, this is Nene. I wish you a very happy birthday. Thank you for giving me a shoulder to cry on any time I need a shoulder to cry.
Oh, are you sure?
No, she's a friend, yo.
She's a friend.
She's a friend.
Yo.
Happy birthday, Tina.
Well,
no, I mean, a belated happy birthday to our own head of production, Gabi.
Oh.
I mean, this from the whole, everybody here.
Everybody here, Gabi.
Charlie, you are a very good
birthday.
boss. I mean, you still owe us to bring our money, but Charlie, you're a very good boss.
All right, so we'll take your social media handles and then.
D_Sechere on IG at D_Sechere, Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, same names. Yeah.